Good morning. Welcome to Radio Express. News reading by Anakha Saju. Prime Minister Narendra Modi on Saturday said optical fiber connectivity would be laid to all 6 lakh villages of the country in 1,000 days and announced a new cybersecurity policy. Enhanced digital connectivity has proved to be of big help, especially in including villages in India's development journey, the Prime Minister said. A new cybersecurity policy in 2020 would replace the current one, the country's first, released in 2013. The US authorities have formally handed over to India a set of priceless antique pieces including a limestone relief of Shiva and Parvati, a marble Apsara and some other idols. They were reportedly stolen and smuggled out of the country at different times. The artifacts were handed over to Indian officials at a ceremony to mark the Indian Independence Day festivities in New York. Congress President Sonia Gandhi on Saturday launched an attack on the government, accusing it of standing against the democratic system, constitutional values, and established conventions. She called on the people to think whether they have the freedom to write, speak, ask questions, and put forward their views. Earlier in the day, the Congress hit out at Prime Minister Narendra Modi's Independence Day address, criticizing him for not naming China. Through an Instagram post, former Indian cricket team captain Mahendra Singh Dhoni announced his retirement from international cricket. The empathetic message was that the legend from Ranchi will no longer turn out for India in limited overs cricket. With the COVID pandemic possibly disrupting his plans for a last hurrah in the blue colours at the T20 World Cup, fans will still get to see him in the Chennai Super Kings yellow in the upcoming IPL. 33-year-old dasher Suresh Raina too has decided to bid adieu to international cricket along with his friend and mentor MS Dhoni. A Bharatiya Janata Party worker was killed on Saturday after clashes erupted in West Bengal Hugli's Arambagh subdivision. The deceased was identified as Sudarshan Pramanik, aged 40. On Saturday morning, supporters of both the BJP and the Trinamool Congress gathered to hoist the tricolour at their respective party offices in Natipur. The venues were close to each other and the rival parties clashed. The Wall Street Journal has reported that, citing business imperatives, Facebook's top public policy executive in India opposed applying hate speech rules to at least 4 individuals and groups linked with the BJP despite the fact that they were flagged internally for promoting or participating in violence. Facebook India's public policy director, Anki Das, told staff members that punishing violations by BJP politicians would damage the country's business prospects in the country, Facebook's biggest global market by number of users, Wall Street Journal reported. The unique health ID for every Indian, announced by Prime Minister Narendra Modi in his Independence Day speech, is being packaged as a UPI equivalent for the healthcare system that would make the health records of all citizens accessible in a common database through a single identification. The involvement of private firms in the development of the umbrella scheme, National Digital Health Mission, raises potential red flags on the privacy of online health records in absence of a data protection law. Given the daily increase of nearly 1,000 deaths, India is edging towards the grim 50,000 mark in the total number of deaths due to the novel coronavirus so far. On Saturday, the country recorded 65,002 cases and 996 deaths. The recovery rate is 71.61%. In India as a whole, about 1,829 positive cases have been detected per million population till now, while the world average has been 2,740. Thank you for being with us.
Radio Express.
To receive Radio Express English news and English programs in your WhatsApp, please send a WhatsApp message, English programs, to 90727 95547, and please subscribe to our YouTube channel Radio Express. Thank you.